Alright guys, I got a box. You know what that means. We're gonna open it. Alright guys, this is said box. I know what's in here. This is pretty cool. It says right here on the label, you probably can't see it, but it says at Star's End, which means this is the new V2 that Starkiller and Halliwax teamed up to make. I guess the story goes that Halliwax has always kind of had things he's had to correct on each different iteration of the V2 that anybody's put out, you know. There's a few different guys making it, and I guess Starkiller decided to make one that's essentially perfect according to Halliwax's spec, which is really cool because Halliwax is kind of like the V2 guy. So I'm excited to open this up. Let's cut it. All right, as you can see, I actually bought two of them. I'd kind of been thinking about redoing my V2 that I'd already done, which I have right here, which is an Anakin Starkiller. I think this is the second one he did. It was the first one. I don't know which one this is. This is the one that came with the ball bearing inside. It's got a steel shaft down the center. I also have a prior generation. I know he's got names for all these, but I don't remember what they are. This is the one that's like this. I think it's called like the Builder's Kit or something like that, but I didn't get the FX version. I got like a static hilt, but it came with this. So if I want to put a blade plug in it, I can. If I wanted to do like a glowing blade. But this is another version. So this is the third Starkiller version of a V2 that I have had myself. So much bubble wrap here. Let's see. Well packed. It is well packed. Ooh, I like that this is a little bit thicker now. Very nice. And then we got our pommel. I love how crispy the parts look when they're brand new. Like, you haven't dirtied them up. They just have a certain sexiness to them. I don't know how that happened, but just rip it out. Okay, this has a clamp with it, which is not what happened in the past. I always had to source a clamp. I think this one has a Roman's clamp and a Sloth Furnace card. And so yeah, there's that. So this one, actually, but this one comes with it, and it has this lever on it. Now, Halliwax kind of alluded to the vintage lever being found. We don't know what that is just yet. I don't know if it's something he discovered or if it's somebody else discovered, but I guess it's been found. He mentioned it in a video, and my jaw kind of dropped. I knew that's a part that you expect would get found eventually, but just do that. And this piece can just slip right in there, but you gotta put a screw through to hold it in the correct place. I guess that leaves room for like LEDs or something if you want to do that. Now I assume that all these parts are like accurate, and I know that it's got a real boot stud in here, which is a really cool touch. I gotta admit, you don't see kits with real parts very often. It's really unheard of, actually. So I'll have to straighten out the little tines on here and fit that into that spot. Is that the spot it goes? That one, or yeah, maybe that one. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Oh, it's down here. Right there. That's where it goes. And this guy goes up here. I wouldn't mind sourcing a real knob, you know, and then I'll get a real clamp. And if I can get a real lever, that would be cool as well. All maybes. But really, I don't feel like it's super important as long as your parts are accurate. Oh, I like that this unscrews. That's a lot better than that little twist lock thing on the other one. That's a definite improvement. Does it have a group? It does. It's got a. You guys shave the tabs down. It won't just slip on. Well, that's something that'll have to be done. Oh, this comes undone. I like that it's a lot thicker walled in places, you know. And then this is all just one piece. Okay. This guy goes inside of here. Yeah. And we got our D-ring, we got our little grub screws. Comprehensive kit. More comprehensive, I think, than most I've seen. Maybe Roman's came with a clamp, I would expect, because he makes clamps. But I don't know if he made the correct lever or not. But that's very cool. Very, very cool. You just got to get the stencils, which I already have. Actually, I have 2 sets, because I have one for the one I already had. And I bought one more set for these because the other one I'm likely going to do the Obi-Wan stunt with. That's why I bought 2. So I figured I'd get the 2 most accurate ones, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with my old ones. This one I never did anything with, never got around to it, and then obviously I did do this one, but it was a long time ago before we had the reference photos we have now. I never even put the tape on here. Yeah, I just, you know, you can see the D-ring is incorrect. Look how skinny that is. Right shape, it's a little small. Cone knob looks pretty close to the one that came in this kit. The V2 that I built for Andy actually had a real cone knob, and it was, I want to say it was bigger than this, and the knurl on it was a lot more exaggerated, but I know that they vary from, you know, basically who was working that day in the Mitchell plant, so that's not something I'm too worried about. Let me put all these grub screws away before I lose them. It's the worst when one of these little things goes flying and you can't find it later. Just put all the little parts. There's that. Okay. This is the design of this I really like. I do prefer the thicker walls and and it threading on. It just feels more substantial, I guess, than the prior one, which was a lot thinner walled. I know it's not like I'm gonna break it or anything like that, but it just it doesn't rattle, and I don't want it to rattle, you know. That's a really nice touch. So, and there's all kinds of little details on here, and I know Halliwax is the pro on it. Like, there's a little milled circle right in there. I don't know if that's gonna pick up. Like, I know that he's got, like, the chamfer is exactly correct, and then here on the rib section, there's like little differences in here that are supposed to be correct, and little things just all over the place that are little touch-ups that he would do to any of the prior kits that have been out, you know, like this one, or like this one or this one. Yeah, awesome. I'm pretty excited. I'll have to cut out some time to do something with it. All right, so I'm loving it. Like it's just got a feel to it that is a little bit nicer, I feel like, than the prior ones that I've worked on, which has just been my own personal one, the one I did for Andy's, which was, what was that one? I can't remember. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. Whoever made that. Whoever made that kit, I'm so sorry. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, point being is, you know, as we go along, we're going to discover more and better reference. And I know that I think it's Brandon Allinger actually has the real V2 Obi-Wan stunt lightsaber. We've seen it in that one TV show, and they brought it and displayed it to Mark Hamill, which was really cool. So I'm really happy that we're getting to, I feel like, a closer point of 100% accurate. And I feel like this is, you know, the hard work of, you know, a great maker or two great makers, you know, Halliwax and Starkiller. So, not saying that the other guys aren't great too, but you know, it's just cool to see improvement, so much so in just the span that I've been in this hobby. I mean, I don't even, probably 6-7 years now, but yeah, little details make all the difference, and it gives it that extra presence, you know, that something that is incorrect does not have. Especially, I feel like, when it's the right materials, when it's, you know, the metal, you know, or the correct kind of plastic, or, you know, it's just got that little extra, I don't know, it's like a X factor that you can't put in everything, you know, like the mass-produced kits, you know, that you see from like Master Replica, or you see like the Hasbro stuff, you know, the Black Series or whatever. They don't have it. They're just kind of cheap, you know, they're toys. That's what they are. But these are more like the real thing, and they're almost like museum quality, if you will. They could be made to be museum quality, because they're getting to that level of accuracy. I'm impressed, and I have a whole second one to open up. I'm not going to do that on camera because there's not really much point. It's going to be the same thing, guys. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you like it. I hope you guys picked up one. Let me know if you did. I got a set of stencils already, came in the mail. Picked those up from Trooper Trent, I believe is who was selling those. Anyways, they came in the mail, and I got lucky because I found out they sold out shortly after I ordered mine. So I almost bought 2 sets, but I was like, well, I don't really need a second set if I'm making an Obi-Wan saber. You know. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these old ones. You know, I actually really like these. I might actually do something with this. My original plan was to redo this one as an Obi-Wan saber, since I had, you know, I actually had messed up this stencil right here. I put on upside down, that guy. And so I was kind of pissed, but then I was like, well, there's a lot that I've learned on how to do this a better way that makes it look even better, that I used on Andy's V2 that I built for him, that I could really dial this thing even better. So I was like, I might as well just redo it as an Obi-Wan. And then the plan was to do this one as a more accurate Luke's Return of the Jedi V2. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I might turn one into like a bladed stunt, like the rotating blade with the reflective material. And then I'd probably just get rid of the other one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Yeah, just want to point out, look at how far we've come on the what was known as the mystery chunk, but now we know it's a boot stud. This is what we were using. It's like just a square little chunk that's threaded on one end. That's what we were using. And then there's this guy, which is barely better. It's got a bit of a pattern etched into the top, like a little grippiness. And then we have the real boot studs now. We figured out what they are. So that's very cool. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you in the next one. I'm still trying to carve out time to actually work on things. I'm actually supposed to be working right now, not shooting a video. But these don't take long to shoot, so they take longer to edit than they do to shoot. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'm working on something and not just opening a box, but it's probably gonna be opening a box.